What's up, beautiful people? We are back at it again with another episode of
Married
Married
at
at Midnight, where we
midnight.
talk about everything faith, family, finances, and relationship.
Okay.
Yep. And we just want to say thank you guys for showing us support. We see the comments, we see the likes, we see the
Yes.
feedback, we see the shares. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes.
So what we talking about today, Nia?
So today we are talking about balancing purpose
Mm-hmm.
and marriage.
Wow, I feel like that's a tough one there, you
You
know?
think it's a tough one? I think it's an everyday one. I feel like we talk about this every day.
Balancing marriage
More so the purpose
and purpose.
aspect.
I feel like once you get married, your purpose starts to align with your partner because what's the verse of the day?
The verse of today is Matthew 19:6.
Mm-hmm.
So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate.
First of all, y'all can't separate what the Lord has put together. I don't care how hard you try. This is God ordained.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like God aligns our purpose together.
Right.
I feel like we still have our individual
Yeah.
purpose
Mm-hmm.
as far as our goals, dreams, aspirations, but I also feel like once we become one,
Mm-hmm.
our purpose starts to align, and now we're doing things together to obtain goals as a family.
Right. Right.
So
I definitely agree. That we do have our individual purposes that are assigned to our specific name.
mhm,
But because we became one as a married couple,
yeah,
we have another specific goal that's assigned to our marriage individually.
yeah,
That makes sense.
I definitely believe in
So
that.
I agree with you 100%. All right. So understanding purpose and marriage. So how would you define like personal purpose? Like your personal purpose?
My personal purpose would be anything that I personally wanted to achieve prior to me getting married or getting in a relationship. You know, I feel like just because you're married doesn't mean you gotta drop your purpose in life or sacrifice it.
Right.
It is sacrifices that you're gonna have to make along the way, but I don't think you should drop your your goals, your dreams completely.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you got kids. You don't want to be that parent to be like, hey, I was so nice at this, I was so good at that, and your kids grow up wondering like, Dad, why you never pursued that? And you like, man, I just had to sacrifice this so you can be here.
Uh, yeah. I
Like
hate that.
no.
I hate that so much.
Yeah,
It's
like I
like
just hate
we
those movies like
normalize
that.
me. I know. I hate that because it's like it's almost normalizing that it's okay to give up on your purpose because you had too many responsibilities or you couldn't deal with having raising kids and
Yeah.
just having a family and living out your true purpose in life.
It's like
It's nothing's wrong with that.
it's like they try to force that into our mind
Yeah.
to say, oh, once you have kids, you can't do nothing else.
Right. And it's
Like you
not
just
true.
gotta sacrifice and focus on them, and you can throw your dreams and goals out the window. And I want to let everybody know that that's a misconception. So many people out there that's successful that had kids along the way, and if anything, motivated them to really double down, triple down, and get to the goal that they set for themselves.
Right.
You
And it's
know?
about working together as a team.
Yeah.
That's why marriage is so important because two is better than one.
Yeah.
You know, in some seasons, you may focus more on the kids
Mm-hmm.
and more on the family. And then there are other seasons where, you know what? You can go out and you can strive to fulfill your purpose. And who's to say your purpose has to be this big, elaborate, glamorous thing?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe your purpose is just being a good parent or following Christ or telling people about
Christ.
the good news.
Man, that just made me think about, just my own struggles as far as, taking a step back from doing the things I truly love to tend to the family or, do more things when it comes to um, serving my purpose, as far as, sharing the good news.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but man, it just made me think about it. Like, sometimes we got to leave it in God's hands. It's but so much that we can do. It was a point of a time where, you know, I just wasn't getting enough rest,
Yeah.
you know, and find myself burning out because I was trying to do everything. I'm trying to do video, I'm trying to do the gym, I'm trying to be there for the family,
Mhm.
and I wasn't getting any rest at all, and it was taking a toll on my body, and God yoke's supposed to be easy.
Yeah, it
So I'm
is.
just like,
It is
man, what's
easy.
happening? And I realized that I wasn't creating margin in my life. Margin is so important, uh as far as balancing your life out.
Mhm.
That's one of the main things to balancing your life out, and one of the ways you can do that is by planning. you know
Yeah.
Planning together.
Mhm.
Definitely planning together. I would never plan individually because then, so many things can go wrong. Like I could plan something on a day that Nia may have to have the kids to take them to the library or whatever the case may be, may have a doctor appointment or something like that. Now it's conflicting. So I never set my uh plans, around just me. It has to be around the family.
Mhm.
So back to me just not getting rest. Like I felt like you know I read this devotional, and it was just basically saying like you got to be able to trust God, leaving in God's hands. Like
Yeah.
just because you getting that rest don't mean you're going to miss out on life or miss out
Right.
on that
Get your rest,
opportunity.
boo.
You got to get that rest and trust in God that that opportunity still going to be there for you, and it's not
Mhm.
going anywhere. And that really helped me shift my mindset to just trust in God more and just have more faith. And it led me to reading my word more so that I can build that faith and that trust in him. So at the end of the day, man, it's all about reading your word. Like
Right.
you can name anything that you're going through, and I will point you to the Bible because it has answers for everything that you could possibly go through in life. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That is like the key to life.
Right. And
I know
that's
I was
what.
talking a lot.
No, you good. Talk. Talk. That's good, but I definitely agree like, there's still an aspect of individuality that we all have
hmm
within our marriage
hmm
because we all have a specific assignment,
Yeah.
and we cannot forget that.
Yeah.
Even when, Jesus called Andrew and Peter,
hmm
we all know that Peter was married, right?
Yep.
But when Jesus called him, he said, "Follow me."
hmm
Peter followed him
hmm
immediately.
Left his wife.
He didn't say, "Oh, let me go ask my wife.
Yeah.
Let me go talk to my mom." Like, no, he followed God, and then he went back to his wife and told
hmm
her. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So we still have to uphold our responsibility,
hmm
right? Because at the end of the day, nobody else can get us in heaven.
Yeah.
And God is going to look back and say, "Did you do what I called you to do?"
Mm.
And you can't blame it on nobody else. You can't
Mm.
blame it on your wife. You can't blame it on your kids. You can't blame it on your parents.
Yeah.
It is your responsibility.
Mm.
So
Definitely.
that
I
leads
feel
me
that.
to healthy marriage.
Okay.
Like, so let's talk about what does that look like? The
A healthy
support
marriage.
within healthy marriages. Like,
I mean, like we was talking about in our last episode when we was talking about 50-50 relationships. For my people out there, oh, 50-50. I needed to be 100. Yes. Of course, that's the point we are trying to make. Yes,
yes,
of course. Yeah, I want your 100% support.
I
You
know.
want my 100
I just
100%
hate putting a
support.
number on it. Like, just give your
Yeah, just
all
give me
and
give me your
everything.
all. Give me
Give
all of your support.
all.
Give me all
That's
of you.
that's what we mean.
Yeah, that's what you
Give
mean.
all of you.
Yeah, so I feel like, of course,
Mm-hmm.
I will support you fully. I will support your dreams fully. Anything I can do to help you achieve your dreams, whether that's help you sit down and help you plan, whether that's just talk it out with you so you can develop your vision for that plan, helping you physically draw out, write out, type out that plan, or whatever the case may be. You have an event that you have, you speaking at, you doing a pop up shop. I need to be the first one in, helping you set up things like that. So I
Yeah.
feel like support is just supporting, just being there
Right.
for you every time, every step of the way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm your best friend. You
Exactly.
are my ride or die. We are like Bonnie and Clyde. You know what I'm saying? But instead of robbing banks, we spreading the good news. You know what
Period.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I like
So
that. Hmm.
yeah, so man, support is, I love the support that I get from you.
Thanks.
You
I
know,
love your support.
I appreciate the support. If
Mhm.
any, like honestly, I don't even think I could move ahead as far as I am in life if it wasn't for this beautiful woman right here.
Oh,
And I feel like that's why God ordained you as my wife. Before I truly believe that He made you my wife before I even came out the womb. Like
yeah,
that's how tight we are. And I really feel like I met my soulmate,
yeah.
like a true soulmate.
I
You know what I'm
feel the
saying?
same way.
And
I feel
that's
the same
that's
way. I
amazing.
was assigned to you. Like
Yeah,
we
like
were
yo, I was
assigned.
signed before I was even took
Right.
my first breath of air,
Mhm.
and man, not a lot of people have that, you know.
Yeah.
Man, I could go down a whole different road with that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna keep it at this topic right here.
No, definitely. I agree. And then support also looks like, at different seasons we may, I hate to use the word of like doing better than one another
Yeah.
because we're a team at the end of the day.
Hmm.
But, sometimes you may seem like you're more ahead of the other person,
Yeah.
and most people try to compete.
Hmm.
They'll say like, "Oh man, my husband's doing so good. Let me try to up my game. I need to do
Yeah.
more." Like,
Hmm.
it's pressure. Like I gotta compete with him. I gotta make sure I'm on his level.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just your job to sit back and support and cheer him on and push him and encourage him.
Right.
Vice versa.
Right.
If your woman is doing better than you, so called, and you know you have the opportunities to support her, encourage her, help her with whatever she got going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people just want to compete, and we got to get out of that.
Yeah, it's not no competing. And even if you are ahead, like if you are the person ahead, I feel like, you encourage
Yeah.
your wife or your husband to be like, look, you got goals and dreams too. You going to be able to reach them. I can help you reach them. Like, and use your experience to help them get through what they going through. Cause it be sometimes that you a little ahead
Mm-hmm.
and you experiencing things that I ain't experienced yet, that I'm
Oh
actually in
yeah.
the actual like experiencing it as you already passed it, and vice
Yeah.
versa.
That you
So
can help and give
yeah,
me tools and things like,
yeah,
yeah, I went through this, so this is what you
and it's
do.
not even just success though. It's
Yeah.
life.
Just life.
Like
Just
just
life.
life's a scenario in
Mm-hmm.
life. It don't have to necessarily be success, business, or nothing like that. It could be something, a situation in life that I went through before and I overcame it, and you're going through it right now. And so I can share my experiences with you to
Mm-hmm.
help you get through it. That's what true friends do.
Right.
That's what true friends do. And like you said, there's no point in competing. Like, we are married. You my
Right.
wife. You
We
my
doing
best
this
friend.
together. It's
So you just try to compete with your best friends, then obviously that wasn't your best
it's
friend from the
not
very
genuine.
beginning. Yeah, it's not genuine, and that's why I feel like it was a lot of. I can't even talk.
No, it's all right,
That's what I
baby.
feel like is wrong with a lot of relationships today.
The
Instead of
friendship.
people looking at the character of a person,
Mm-hmm.
they're looking at the outward appearance.
Right.
I've came across so many people that, enjoyed our podcast and was telling me that, a lot of people that they know either it's not married or they divorced,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Mm-hmm.
because people are just attracted to the looks, but they not
Yeah.
really attracted to the person that that person is
Right.
inside,
Exactly.
you
And what the
know?
Bible say? Beauty fades.
Yes, beauty fades.
It
Even
fades.
though this handsome brother gonna be handsome forever. But anyway,
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, you
look,
handsome
if I gotta
forever.
run on the
But
treadmill every day of my life, do some push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups,
but there will
be a
become a
day.
time. Well, baby,
But at least I'll be able to move. I might be a little wrinkled, but I'm
I'ma
gonna still
still
be
love
ready
you.
to go.
I'ma still love you too.
Yeah, I'm gonna still love you too. We live in 90 plus years. Remember I said that. Put that in the air. You know what I'm saying? Speak that to existence. We gonna
Yeah.
see our kids have kids have kids. So yeah, what's the
But
next
yeah.
topic, man?
So the next topic is faith.
Faith, okay.
Faith is the foundation. That
Mm,
has to be the foundation
yeah,
when you're talking about purpose, because sometimes we don't always see the end result. We don't always see what we have to go through to get there.
Yeah. I wouldn't say necessarily what we gotta go through, but yeah, you're right. What we had to
We
go
don't
through.
see the middle.
Yeah.
And that's
But
because if God showed you the middle season, the dirty season where
yeah.
we gotta go through this season in order to
You
get
would
to the
turn
other
around.
side, we wouldn't do it.
Man, yeah, I would turn around. I would turn around immediately. But I don't know. I might be like, okay, Lord, that's what you got. Oh, I gotta do that. All right, cool. All right. You know, I gotta do that to get there. Cool. Because it's different where you cannot see. Faith is believing in things you cannot see. So
Yeah.
the fact that you cannot see that is tough. It's
Yeah.
tough when you don't have faith. It's tough when you're not constantly in your word.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough when you're not constantly leaning on the Lord and knowing that, you know, God's gonna make it happen for you. But at the same time, faith without works is dead. So don't think you could be just sitting on the couch thinking the care package is gonna fall out the sky for you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be putting that work in each and every day. And I'm telling you, God gonna just open doors. It was crazy, like just recently, like, things that I'm working on. For this film that I'm working on, man, God just revealed so many people that's willing to help me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because, man, you thinking like, I need this, I need that. But there's so many people
Mm.
in your life right now that, is the best resource that you could possibly have.
Yeah.
And that's what my brother, what is it, Stefan from
Oh yeah,
Zion, he
Zion.
preached
Pastor Stefan.
just
Mm-hmm.
last Sunday about, every encounter is a special occasion, and I always know that, nothing is a coincidence. When I'm meeting someone,
Yeah.
it's either for me to help them or them to help me,
Mm-hmm.
uh it's no coincidence, or just get to know them,
Mm-hmm.
build a relationship, build a bond where I can spread the good news to them. They may be struggling in their faith and they need to know Jesus,
Yeah.
so I feel like, with that, man, it's so crazy. Like I was stressing out and everything. Like,
Yeah. And they
I was
came through.
talking to you,
Yeah.
like, man, I just don't know. I need help. Like,
And that.
I'm trying to do
Mm-hmm.
everything by myself. And then
Mm.
next thing you know, three people come at me at one time. And I
Yeah.
work with these people every Sunday.
But look, that's why God led me to. God is so good, man. He led me to the story of Moses. And
Okay.
I told you a little bit
Yeah, you
about it.
did. You did. I gotta
But
catch up with you.
like I thought I knew the story of Moses,
Yeah.
but I ain't know
You ain't know what he went through.
his story. Okay.
Yeah, man.
So when I started reading everything that you're saying right now, he revealed to me within the book of Exodus.
Mm-hmm.
And it showed me, like, Moses. Did you know Moses had a speech impediment?
Yeah, I knew that.
He would get tongue twisted. Well, that's what he told
Yeah, it's
God.
your
Yeah. Okay, we all have those moments. But Moses made it seem like he just couldn't get it together. Like,
Yeah.
God, I can't, I'm not
Man, it's
worthy
crazy because
of what?
because I'm just thinking about it. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay.
But how Moses, like how God, like basically punished Moses because he let his anger get the best of him.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go ahead.
No, go ahead,
Man.
finish what you finish what you was. I'm gonna finish.
Nah,
I'm gonna finish,
because
but go ahead.
it's so crazy because Moses is supposed to lead the people to
The promised land.
the promised land, and God told him to speak to a rock, and the water was going to give. He was going to have enough water to give to the people. Water was going to flow from this rock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God told him speak to it, but instead Moses was getting frustrated with his people that was following him, and he smacked the rock twice. And God was like, I did not tell you to do that. I told you to speak to it. So you gonna see the promised land, but you ain't gonna make it in.
Yep.
I'm like, yo,
obedience is
better than sacrifice.
sacrifice. Period.
Man.
Point blank. Period.
Man, and that was just deep.
Look, the book of Exodus, it's so much revelation within that story. And just to go back, like Moses, he was insecure about his calling and himself. He thought he didn't have enough. But little did he know he already had everything he needed.
Yeah.
But because he complained and he said, God, I don't have the best speech.
Yeah.
I get tongue twisted when I talk. God, like, all right, your brother Aaron,
Mm.
he's a good speaker. I'm gonna let him be your mouthpiece. So he told Aaron to do all the speaking. Aaron was the one performing the miracles instead of Moses. And it's so funny because God still gonna use you
Yeah.
because that's your purpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he'll give somebody else the forefront. He'll give somebody else the platform, but still use you.
Yeah.
So
Or
God,
just send people your way that help you fulfill that purpose.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
So God was telling Moses what to tell Aaron. So it's just so funny. Like I could just envision Moses like whispering to Aaron, like, yeah, go
Yeah,
tell
translating.
go tell Pharaoh to let my people go.
Hey, tell them
And
to let
Aaron
people.
like, let my people go.
Hello, Pharaoh. Let my people go.
Oh, that was your movie?
Yeah.
Prince of Egypt. That
Yeah,
was
that
your
was lit.
I love that movie
That's
too.
how I found out about Moses.
But no, you gotta read it. But
Yeah.
but yeah, so it just made me think like it's okay to accept help, but know that you're worthy as well.
Yeah.
And that you have everything you
Say
need.
that one more time.
It's okay to accept the help, but you're worthy and you have everything that you need.
You have everything that you need.
Everything that you need.
Remember that lady told us in the grocery store, you have everything
I would never
you need.
forget that. Yeah.
And I ain't realize it then. Cause I'm like, yeah, I'm still trying. But I had to think about it, like, I do have everything I need.
Yeah.
Like right in front of me.
And
But you just so oblivious because you expect for it to look a certain way.
right.
And it's not looking the way you want it. Don't get discouraged. Hold fast. Hold on tight. Keep your faith in the Lord because He's working it out for you and He's revealing it to you. All you got to do is open your eyes and see. Just look at all the people that's in front of you, all the conversations that you just had.
Mm-hmm.
Think about these things and see how all these resources and people is just connecting. It's connecting.
Right.
And you're like, hold on for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so in my world trying to do it my way, and God is got the people, the resources, the things I need right in front of me. Yeah, it might not. It didn't come in the package that I expect for it to come in, but it's here.
Right.
It's not coming. It's here.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, man.
And that makes me think about Moses's upbringing, right? Mm-hmm. We all know that he was adopted by the princess.
Yeah.
And Egyptians, when I tell you they take their education very seriously, it's like they have Harvard, the school of Harvard. Like basically Moses went to Harvard for real, if he was in modern day. And not only was he raised by an Egyptian family, he was raised in royalty. His grandfather was Pharaoh.
Yeah, right.
So one thing that Egyptians studied was reading and writing. Mm-hmm. From the age of 5 to the age of 13, they focused on reading and writing, right? Mm-hmm. They also had very good penmanship, exquisite penmanship. They focused on making sure that everything was precise. They also had a good sense of direction. They studied geography. Mm-hmm. And they took public speaking very seriously. That was one of the main things they studied. So we know Moses had the ability to speak in front of those people because he was trained at an early age. He knew how to read and write. Yeah. He took public speaking classes. Mm-hmm. Like, we know all of these things. Mm-hmm. So that just goes to show you that everything that you have learned and every skill, every talent that you have gained in your life, God is using for a specific purpose. Yeah. Just remember that it's not for you to, let me take this and go start a business. Yeah. Sometimes everything doesn't have to be a business. It doesn't. It don't. Sometimes it's just a skill for you to hold on to so that he can use it in the future. Yeah, until the time is right. For a bigger purpose. Yeah, for a bigger purpose, man. Like, I never thought that I'd be a trainer, personal trainer. I never thought, like, I want to be a personal trainer. Like, that's my dream. That's my goal. You know, I felt like God led me to
to that career because I was at a crossroads, with a crossroads with another job, and I was waiting 2.5 months with the other job, but I got the gym so quickly. I was going to the gym all the time. I needed a job, so boom, I applied, and next thing you know, as soon as I applied and I got a job at the gym, the other job want to hit me up. So I was at a
Mhm.
crossroads,
Yeah.
and then I remember I prayed about it. I prayed about it and I prayed about it. I'm like, yo, what is the right decision?
Mhm.
Instead of making the logical decision, I had to make the godly decision.
Right.
And so I trusted in God,
Mhm.
and something popped in my head. When it says the Holy Spirit said, God is not the author of confusion.
Mhm.
So immediately I knew what the answer was.
Yep.
It wasn't going to that other job,
Mhm.
it was going to the gym.
Right.
And so when I went to the gym and I started training and I learned, and I was getting all these signs like, oh, you should do this, you can do that, online training, all this, all that. You could transition this, you could transition that. It was giving me all these ideas. So even throughout it, when I was feeling a little weary, I was getting ideas to like, okay, maybe I'm talking to different people, front desk, random trainers, like random people that see me as trainers. And I'm like, they giving me advice to like really, really like be successful in this career. And
Mhm.
then not only that, I truly love helping people. So, just helping people reach their fitness goals. And I love going to the gym myself. That just
Mhm.
it just really touched my
But
heart.
look how you was brought up. You was brought up in fitness.
Yeah. Playing sports all
So
my
look at
life.
the pattern of your life.
Shout out to Pops, in the off season, my father ain't played no games. We out there, rain, sleet, or snow,
Yeah.
getting it in, hurdles, high knees, man, cones, going crazy.
Mhm.
Man, we was going crazy, man. I appreciate you, Pops, and I thank you for that because, that hard work and discipline is still instilled within me today,
Yeah.
and so I just try to carry that and use it with my family, try to carry that and use it with anything in my life as far as my goals, my dreams and aspirations to never give up,
Mhm.
to always push through, always go forward, no matter
Yeah.
how hard it gets,
Right.
I will never give up, So I
Yeah.
appreciate you, Pops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You never give up. That's one thing that I love about you. You
Yeah.
never give up.
I might
You're
I might I
determined.
might stumble, but I'm not gonna fall. I'm not gonna fall. That's one
Yeah.
thing. And I can't take credit for it for myself. It's nothing but the Lord, man. Cause he keep me upright, you know. Man, I don't think y'all understand. Like, yo, this is Married at Midnight, and we talk about the Lord a lot. But
Yeah.
man, we ain't just talking about this just to
Just
sound
because.
good.
Yeah. This is really our
This is real
conversations.
life.
Like this
Nah,
is.
it's not even about the real conversation. It's about this is real life.
Mhm.
And Jesus is coming back one day, man.
Yeah.
And
He is.
bruh, trust me, I was outside trying to do it my way, however I wanted to do it. Like God taking too long, I'm gonna take it in my own hands. I'm gonna take matters in my own hands, and I'm gonna go get it. I was a go getter. I'm very ambitious, and ain't do nothing but backfire. And I end up setting myself back further than I was before. So
Yeah.
it's like I surrendered myself and my life to God. And
Mhm.
once I truly did that and constantly read his word and just try to live a holy lifestyle, like I'm not perfect, but it's not
Mhm.
about perfection, it's about progression. And man, I feel like my relationship has gained stronger with the Lord. And ever since then, man, I don't have to worry about anything. And
Yep.
it's not, I'm not just saying this so you can, because somebody told me this. This is something that I actually experienced. And I want the same for you guys.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm, just stopping the whole episode because like God is in my heart so deeply,
Yeah.
man. For real, man. And I just want that for you guys. I want you to experience that love, that joy, that peace that I experience on a daily.
Mhm.
For real. For real, man.
Yeah.
This man, for real.
I mean, the Bible does say, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness,
In all
and
things.
all things will be given
And I'ma stand on it.
to
Jesus is the
you.
only way. Jesus is the only way. Jesus is the only way, straight like that.
Yeah.
You know,
He is the only
all
way.
the other religions and gods, like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, no disrespect, but Jesus is the only way.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. That's what it is. And I'm gonna stand on that. And
Right.
we gonna all see when Jesus come back.
Every
You
knee
know,
shall
every
bow,
knee
every
shall
tongue
bow.
shall confess.
And I'm standing on that. So hey, you can share this, you can save this, you can copy this, you can screenshot this. It don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it don't matter. I stand on what I said, man. For
Yes.
real.
I mean,
I'm feeling
it's
it.
the truth.
Yeah, it is the truth, man. I just
It's
want
the
everybody to
truth.
know the truth, man. And stop out here playing. You know?
Yeah, get serious. Yeah.
Yeah, get serious. It stop, veering off, getting addicted to this, getting addicted to that. You know, just letting life take its course, not planning correctly.
Being one
Just
foot in, one foot
one
out.
foot in, one foot out, lukewarm.
Yeah, and God said He'll spit you out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He'll
Like I
spit you
said, you ain't gonna
out.
be perfect. And even when you mess up, bruh, just make sure you repent. And you try your best not to do whatever you
But
did ever
repent
again.
humbly
Yes, repent humbly. You know? So,
with a genuine heart.
man, I
But
just had to get that off my chest because,
yeah, I mean, I feel like that's important
man,
because
that's important. That's important than Married at Midnight. That's important than anything I
more
got
important.
going
Yeah.
on or anything you got going on. Like,
Yeah.
that is the main purpose of this podcast. Like, we is not trying to just blow up. Like, I don't care about that. I care about getting the news out that
Mm-hmm.
Jesus is real and he's coming back.
Right.
He's coming back. And he died
Yeah.
for our sins
Mm-hmm.
so that we can be forgiven to live in heaven with him. No
Yeah.
other God is doing that, ever did that, will ever compare.
Right.
Straight like that, man.
Right.
Man, I'm
Okay.
feeling that,
I'm
man.
feeling
Man, I'm
that
feeling like
too.
I just, oh my goodness.
And that's why we do Married at Midnight, because I don't know who was talking about this, but Satan attacks not marriages, but he attacks you when you're isolated, right?
Yeah,
So if he can get you isolated, he could get you to not believe, right?
yeah.
And we want to make sure that your relationships, your marriage are sound tight,
Mhm.
because ultimately that will help you in being a stronger Christian,
Yeah.
stronger in your faith. You need a community of people around you
Mm-hmm.
to help you get through those hard times
Yeah.
of lukewarmness.
Yeah. But
We all experienced
but you
it,
don't want the community of people to be around you and be lukewarm too, because you're gonna be lukewarm with them.
right?
You know what I'm saying? So
You got to get some people that really
stronger.
believe, that
That's
have some
believing, that's
faith.
stronger. You
And
know?
God and Pastor Battle was talking about this the last couple of episodes.
Uh-huh.
Jesus can't work with unbelief.
Yeah.
You
He
gotta
can't.
have faith. You gotta
have faith.
believe.
You gotta believe.
He
Because
could.
if you don't believe, he can't do but so much. And was it Matthew? That was Matthew or John?
It was in one of the Gospels, basically,
okay.
when Jesus was around his people and he was
Yeah.
traveling to.
It was in Matthew or John.
Yeah, he was traveling to perform a miracle.
And his people, they was doubting. Well, they wasn't doubting him.
They were.
Yeah, they was doubting him.
They were. It was a crowd of people around him.
Yeah, they was doubting him. They was asking him, "Oh, do this," and because of their unfaithfulness
or unbelief.
Yeah, unbelief.
That Jesus said, "Y'all, hold on. Y'all can't come with me where I'm going.
And not
I only need Peter, James, and John to come with me."
Yeah, but then he couldn't even perform any more miracles around them because of their unbelief.
Yeah.
You know? So
that's why he only took Peter, James, and John with him, because they had faith enough to believe that he can perform that miracle.
Yeah. And so we can block our own blessings. That's what we're trying to get to, that we can block our own blessings if we truly don't believe.
And not only that, we got to watch our circle too.
Yeah.
Who do we have around us that doesn't believe, that doesn't have faith?
Yeah.
We can't share everything with them.
You can't share everything with everybody. And that's why it's good to have a balanced marriage, someone that you are balanced with.
And I will say, you also got to respect everybody's journey, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes, I know as wives, we try to push our husbands to be more godly, to be more of the man that they want them to be
Mhm.
instead of letting them find their own journey.
Yeah.
It's more powerful, more impactful if they can find themselves within God
Yeah.
rather than you trying to force them
Yeah. You can't force it on no one. You can't force it on
to
no one.
be more
But
godly.
you can shed light and spread the good news
And it's,
and give
yeah,
them a tip on what's the best
continue
way
to
to
pray for
live,
them.
man.
Continue to pray for them.
Yeah, that's all you could do.
Fast together.
You
Pray
can't. You
together.
can't. That's why I realized in my journey that you cannot make someone love the Lord, believe in the Lord. You can
Mm-hmm.
spread the good news, but you leave it up to God for them
Yeah.
to turn their ways and their heart to the Lord. You
Amen.
can't make them,
Right.
just like anyone, no human being could condemn anybody
Right.
to
Ooh,
hell.
that's a whole
So
nother.
you hear these
Lord,
so-called Christians saying, "Oh, you gonna go to hell if you do this. You can go to hell if you do that. You gonna go to hell if you don't do
I
this. If you don't
mm,
get baptized, you
mm.
going to hell."
We ain't gonna talk. We ain't gonna go there.
That's a straight lie.
We ain't
You
gonna go
gotta
there.
believe straight
we
like
gonna
that.
we gonna
So you
focus
can
on the faith.
screenshot it, you can record it,
Mm-mm.
you can share it.
We gonna focus on the faith though. We
We
gonna
can
focus
focus
on
on
the faith.
Facebook.
Okay.
Get in there.
Yeah, that was a good topic.
Mm,
But I definitely want to expand on that in another episode.
okay.
Um, but let's move on to managing family duties.
Okay.
Okay. That's a part of just balancing purpose and marriage. So, what are some ways that we can manage family duties together?
Like I was saying earlier, as far as planning, how we do, we meet every weekend or every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We try to meet every Sunday. And, we just talk about things that we went over in the previous week and what we plan on tackling in the upcoming week.
Right.
And we break it down with my goals, dreams, aspirations,
Mm-hmm.
your goals, dreams, aspirations,
Right.
the family together as a whole, what we need to do family wise,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how we do it.
Yeah.
And so,
Is there a particular app we use?
oh yeah,
Resources?
we normally use Notion.
Notion. Mm-hmm.
We use Notion, and that way, she has the app, I have the app. So when we put it in,
We can
I
both
can put,
see it.
yeah, we both see it, and it's a calendar. So we both see the calendar. So our task is connected to the calendar. So we put in the task the date that is due or the date that we have to do a certain thing, and it will show up in the calendar. So it's pretty
Mm-hmm.
cool, man. It's pretty cool. We
Yeah.
use the free version,
Mm-hmm.
and so far we haven't had any,
Yeah. But
trouble with it.
planning is very important
Hmm.
within marriage.
Yeah.
Like you want to plan whatever resources you use, whatever tools work best for you. I know some people use the calendars that's on the fridge and
Yeah.
whatever you have to use to plan.
Or
Like,
Apple calendars. I use the Apple calendars to block off
yeah, Apple.
times, with color. You know, so that helps out a lot too to organize my time slots for my tasks for each day. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
take the task, create time slots on my Apple calendar. As far as budgeting, so the finances
Mm-hmm.
gotta be in order too. We both share a bank account. Also, we use every dollar to calculate our budget. So
Yeah.
if I spend something or she spends something, we
We
both
put
have
it
access
so.
to it. So we put it
Mm-hmm.
in there so the budget or account matches our actual bank account.
Right.
And man, it's been stress free.
I mean, yeah. I mean, organization, man. I don't know. I can't function with unorganized. Like I can't. Like I
Yeah.
have to be organized.
Hmm.
I feel better.
When we
I'm in a
organize.
better mood when I'm organized,
Yeah.
and I feel like we work better as a team, especially when we meet every Sunday. Like
Yeah.
you can tell the difference when we meet and when we don't meet.
Yeah.
Like we're not on
Everything
the
be
same
disarray.
page.
Yeah.
It'd be like, babe, you was supposed to get this done. Like
And
what?
then we clashing like, yo, we gotta go back to the drawing board. We not on
Yeah,
the same.
let's get back to the meeting.
Yeah,
Like
like we tripping.
I don't know how people do it without meetings.
Yeah, but it wasn't always like that with us. We not gonna say we just jumped straight into it. It's because we was going through that. Like, oh, you said this. Oh, you said that. We're like, hold on now. We gotta come to
It's because
some
yeah,
organization within our lives so that we know that you gotta do this at this time. I have to do this at this time. So our schedules don't conflict with each
Clash.
other.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
also because we have a purpose, right? The
Yeah, we have
whole
a purpose, and we trying
purpose
to
of
still
talking
reach
about
our
this.
purpose, but we have kids too.
Right.
So you have to have a plan in order to reach your
Right.
purpose.
Because
Because if you don't, oh
man,
my
them kids
goodness,
will eat you alive.
eat you alive, and you gonna be sitting there like, man, I got dreams and goals. You gonna be sitting there like, son, I had to sacrifice my life so
Yeah.
you can
I'ma
make it
blame it all
big.
on you.
But it's really you because you was unorganized.
Exactly.
Come
Point
on,
blank
put your
period.
big shoes
Let's
on,
get it
player.
together. Yes. We already talked about no competing,
Yeah,
all of that. Pray to make sure you always pray together.
yeah.
We
Pray
always
together.
try to pray
Family
as
that
much as
prays together
stays
stays
together.
together.
And also fast together.
Yeah, we just got
We
off a
just got
fast,
off a fast.
3 day fast. It was
Yeah.
wonderful.
And it's just good to like share nuggets that we gained throughout our fast
Yeah,
to see like what we learned and what you learned and just come together. It's just a better way for us
it's
to bond.
beautiful, man. This is my
I don't
homie
know.
right here.
It's just cool. It's
It's my
cool.
homie.
All
Homie.
right. Last topic.
Last topic.
Practical tips and applications. So time management.
Time management,
I'm gonna let you
organization.
talk about it.
Okay.
'Cause-
Time management.
Woo.
Nia
I'm working on it. Okay.
sucks
I'm working on
at
it.
time management.
I'm not as bad as I
So-
used to be though. Can you say that? I'm not as I'm not as bad as I used to be. You don't think I got better over
Why
the
you lying
years?
to these people like that, girl?
You don't think I got better over the years? Babe, seriously. No, I used to be real bad.
She used to be real bad. Now she just bad. Bad to the bone.
Am I really that bad? I'm bad.
Man.
Okay, whatever.
I tell this woman, I said, babe, I'm gonna come pick you up this time. I need you to be walking out the door ready. Walking out the door ready. And she be like, okay. Boom, she didn't do it. So I'm like, maybe I need to explain it a little more to her. So another time, babe, I'm gonna pick you up. I'm coming from work. I need you to be walking out the door ready. That means your shoes on, legend shoes on, legacy in the car seat. You standing at the door like your dog just ran away.
See, that's the thing. That's how I know I got better because I got kids and I'm still
Late.
I ain't late, but the baby just woke up.
The baby just woke up.
So
Look,
we gonna have
Murray
to
at
hurry up and
midnight.
wrap this up though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap this up.
But yeah,
right
and then
now.
also communication is key.
Yeah, communication is
We
key.
already talked about that.
Organization, planning, using Notion, budgeting, using every dollar. All these are apps.
Mhm.
Time management.
Communication. Always have faith. Pray fast. What else?
And everything else. And look, this is the real deal, Holyfield. What you witnessing right now is what our true lives is like.
Yeah.
We got baby girl crying up there. Legend came down here
I'm
earlier.
about
We
to go
had to
get
cut
baby
it.
girl.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we
She
be
about to
cutting
start
because
cutting
we be
up.
having to go back and forth. But look, y'all, we appreciate y'all checking out our channel, checking out our podcast,
Yes.
checking out this episode. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Look, if you want to see more, follow us on Instagram at Married at Midnight. Follow our individual pages, Nia Michelle, Dub Empire, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.